Welcome to Getting Started with Complete Data. I'm Carissa Cole and I'm going to take you through the initial setup of your program. Once you have downloaded your program and had it unlocked on your workstation, you'll double click on your icon, which will bring you through to this data entry page. Once you arrive at this data entry page, we will notice that we have an account name here. The account name will always be your first name space surname, and your password will always be password. If you cannot get into the system and you have got your first name space surname here, you may have some spaces at the end of your name. You would need to remove any spaces, any commas, or any full stops that may be in these areas. It should always be in proper text case, first name space surname, and then we can tab down into password. Once we're in the password area, we'll populate our password, which will always be in lowercase. Before we click OK and enter into our system, we just want to make a note of this change my password area here. We should never ever change our password from this area of complete data. The only time we should change our password is from the My Settings area in complete data, which we'll view in a moment. Now that I've got my first name space surname and my password entered in here correctly, I'm going to click OK. This will take me through to the main page of complete data. Now that we're on the main page of our complete data, we need to go in and make sure we set ourselves up correctly within the database. If your name was not spelt correctly in capitals from left to right within the system, we can go up and make sure that it is going to be permanently working for us so that we do not have to data enter this information ever again. We can click on Edit, scroll down to Preferences, select this information, and this will bring you through to the preference screen here. You'll notice that we have our username. So if your details are in lowercase here and have any spaces or commas, we must change this permanently in this area and make sure it reflects the correct information, once again being our first name space surname. We'll hit OK and this will permanently save these details. Next time you log into complete data, all you will have to do will be populate your password and you will enter the system correctly. Now that we've entered our details in, we need to come in and set ourselves up within complete data. We select on the My Settings area, which will take us through to the data entry information here. All these fields are very simple data entry, so we can use our tab key to tab through and populate the correct details in proper text, being capitals, space, lower text. Once we've achieved this throughout the system, we need to keep tabbing down to our mandatory fields. There are 3 mandatory fields that we require to be populated for us to send a mobile SMS message correctly from the system, being our mobile number in the correct format of 4 characters, 3 characters, and our following 3 characters, ensuring that there are no spaces at the end of this information in complete data. We move forward through to our email address. This needs to be populated so that we can start to send our emails from complete data. Once we've populated this detail, we come down to our most important area here, SMTP mail server information. You'll be able to capture this detail off your IT professional or maybe an administrator within your office. Once you capture those details and populate them into the system here, this will enable you to send emails successfully from complete data. Now that we've got the features populated correctly in here, we can pop in our professional sign-off. Our professional sign-off will be to a standard of our office which we're working. We can enter in kind regards, Carissa Cole, and our details here by clicking in, and it's all very simple data entry. Once we've captured this information anywhere in Complete Data, when you click on the grey screen, this will save these features. We've now successfully got ourselves set up within Complete Data. The next thing that we need to do to get set up quickly is click on the icon here, and this will take us through to the main menu. We'll go through and have a look at how we can successfully set up our SMS provider. Before we do that though, we'll look at the Change My Password feature. As discussed a moment ago, we only ever change our password from this area in Complete Data. We must select Change My Password, come in and populate our current password being password, enter our new password, and then retype this information. Once we've retyped our password and select OK, this will tell us that we have successfully changed our password, and we'll need to use this password the next time we enter the system. I'm going to click cancel as I don't require to change my password at the moment. Now that we've entered these details, we're going to come in and click on the CD icon. This will take us back to the mapping process of Complete Data. Now that we're into this area, we can go into Systems. From the main menu, we select Systems, and we can come down to our CD support icon. If we need to find our mobile messenger information, we can click onto Details, Find, and the category will be SMS, and perform our find. This has populated now the details in our system for the service provider that we do recommend, being Mobile Messenger. You've got the details of the company here that you can call and either jump onto their website and research the cost of their SMS setup. There are only several companies that are compatible with Complete Data, and we need to make sure that we access these companies. The one that I just recommended a moment ago was Mobile Messenger, but once we've set up our Mobile Messenger or another company with SMS credits, we'll be provided with a username and password. To enter this detail, we come up to Scripts, scroll down to enter SMS username and password, and the details that they have provided me with I will populate into this area. So they'll give you your username, your password, and your SMS gateway. Your SMS gateway will be the company that you selected as your service provider. These companies here, such as Clickatel, Exposure Direct, MessageNet, Mobile Messenger, Net24 Limited, SMS Factory, and smsbroadcast.com.au, are the companies that are compatible with our program. If you want to be able to successfully send SMSs from Complete Data, you will need to choose and select one of these companies to create your account with. Any other companies that are not in this list will not be compatible, and you will be not able to send SMSs from our system. So please ensure that you select one of these companies and your provider and populate the detail. If you select Clickatel as your selected company, you will need to pop in a Clickatel API ID in this area. This is only relevant for Clickatel. Any other companies, you will just need to use your username, your password, and your SMS gateway. Once you've populated this detail and clicked on OK, this will save this information within Complete Data, and you'll be able to start sending SMSs from the system successfully. Now that we've looked at setting ourselves up within Complete Data, through My Settings, changing our passwords in My Settings, then coming into Systems, finding the details that we required for our support area for Mobile Messenger, coming up to Scripts and setting up our SMS details, This is how we can get set up quite quickly and get moving forward with our SMS feature and our details within Complete Data. This has completed our quick setup with our SMS, email and our account settings.